coming up.
Huh. Just keep going. This is the place. Kunz. That's the one. Everyone calm down. Oh, there it is. That's the one that we came for. Everyone stay cool, stay calm, okay? I don't want to look too interested. We gotta get a good deal here. Alpina B12 6.0. Only 94 examples were ever made. 202 examples of the 5.7 liter, but this is the daddy of all daddies. The 6 liter, 12 cylinder Alpina, and I just spat all over it. Finished in Oxford green, and it's neglected. And it's within my price range. Still expensive, but I think we can make it work.
A brief history lesson about BMW V12 and Alpina. BMW's first and Germany's first post-war V12 was the 5-liter M70 with 300 silent horsepower. Designed by Adolf Adi Fischer in 1983, who by the way built his first combustion engine at the age of 15. What were you doing when you were 15? I bet not that. Not to brag, but he designed the M70 in just 2 months. You can't see it, but I'm shaking my brain bucket in disbelief. Later followed the successor M73 V12 with increased displacement to 5.4 liters and 326 smooth horsepower. Meanwhile, BMW M engineers took the M70 12-pumper and created the S70 V12 with 5.6 liters and 375 horsepower, which was used in the E31 850 CSI. Enter Alpina with the B12. The B12 was based first on E32, E31, and finally E38. First came the E31 and E32 B12 5.0. The engine was based on the M70, which Alpina tuned to make 350 horsepower. Displacement was unchanged from 5 liters, as the name suggests. E31 B12 5.7 came after, which is a holy grail all on its own. It was based on the S70 V12 from the CSI, but Alpina hot-dogged it to produce a rather impressive 416 horsepower in 1992. That right there is a supercar, man. E38 B12 5.7 was spawned in 1995, which had its engine based on the now new M73 12-cylinder. Tuned to produce 387 horsepower, 202 units were made in total. And finally, 1999 saw the E38 B12 6.0. Also based on the M73, it is the largest and most powerful NA engine ever produced by Alpina. With 430 horsepower and 600 Nm of torque, it turned this 4-door Luxo barge into a comfortable, eat anything in its way Autobahn rocket. Hell, it's a supercar, actually faster than the Ferrari F355 in the period. With only 94 examples made by Alpina, perhaps now you can understand my borderline insane zestfulness.
All right, we gotta find Fabian and then unlock this beauty. But I'm very excited. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm pumped up. Sreten. Sreten.
Servus.
B12. Oh my God. So when you send me an email,
Yeah.
I actually jumped out of my chair.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Cool.
Because this is the one that I always wanted, B12. Got the keys?
Got a key?
Okay, I can.
You will look?
Yes, please. Thank you so much. Vielen Dank. The first thing that you need to know, the crime has been committed here. I'll show you that in a bit. It's under the hood. Oh, it has that E38 smell. The steering wheel is actually smaller than the standard E38 steering wheel. But if you come here, you can see one little thing there. That's part of the crime that's been committed. You know what that is? Yeah, if you know, then yeah. Alpina B12. Contour seats, leather dash, heated seats, a little bit of everything. And this one is number 24. But let me show you the crime. Normally, Alpina B12 6.0 is very, very expensive, but the reason why this one is within my price range, it's because a crime has been committed here. It's been desecrated. We have LPG installed. What in the name of window licking? Someone at some point paid 300,000 euros for a very rare Alpina B12 with a 6-liter V12 engine, and their biggest concern was saving on fuel. It's like you're dating Jessica Alba, but you treat her to McDonald's every single day because it's cheaper. And just for the record, I still have more subscribers than Jessica Alba. I have her licked. I don't. Wish I did. So yeah, we have gas, actual gas. Not petrol, but actual gas-powered V12 Alpina. I can't believe it. I can't. But on the other hand, it's a good thing because it means we can get this car cheaper. On the other hand, I have huge concerns. How did they install this thing? I mean, I can already see that they drilled into this beautiful intake manifold. So did they actually remove the intake manifolds and then drill into them? Or did they do it while they were on the engine? So there's risk of having metal shavings in the engine and therefore risk of having scored cylinders. I don't know. There's also lines and stuff running all over the place. So what else did they drill into or damage the body? We have 2 stupid tanks in the trunk. We gotta delete all of this, but we can't just start ripping things apart. There's probably a way to do it. I don't have experience with LPG at all. What I was told is that it was very, very expensive to install this, and it does look somewhat tidy. I mean, you can see some brackets here with very crappy welding, and it's already rusting. I mean, already, this has been done probably a long, long time ago, but it doesn't matter. It's still Alpina B12. It's still a beautiful Alpina B12. Oxford green, so standard BMW color. It's not, unfortunately, Alpina green, but so far it looks in decent shape. This is original paint here, original paint as well. Yeah, last oil change in 2011. Brakes, not too bad, a little bit rusty. Tires, yeah, 2009, dangerous. It's been keyed, which is really unfortunate. So a huge scratch here and here. A really, really deep one. And this door looks like it's been painted. I gotta double check. But rust, no rust there. The seal here is shot. Let's see, bottom of the doors. That all looks good. Here, starting ever so slightly. This corner here, also I can see on the inner edge, a little bit of rust starting. It is a German car after all. Taillights, this is very typical for the E38. This one is fogged up, and then this one here is yellow. Alpina tips, quad tips. This trim here is a little bit beat up. The emblem is gone. Another faded taillight. It does have orange side markers in the front and the back as well, which kind of looks good with Oxford green. We have 4 keys, 2 main ones, whatever this is, and a valet key. Let's see, the fuel filler tank. So this is the port for the LPG. I still cannot believe that someone put LPG on this car. So a little bit of rust. Ever so slightly, I'm not even gonna call that rust. This is good. But boys and girls, we're standing next to an Alpina B12. So if you come in the trunk of the car, oh my God, look at this. Look at that. That's the LPG tank. Yep, what? There are like 2 tanks? I don't know anything about LPGs, just so we're clear. I've never had a car with this system, but we need to rip this out. My biggest concern is that they drilled and cut so much into the chassis to install this nonsense that even when we take it out, we're gonna have leftover traces of it. Ooh, it has automatic tailgate, which doesn't work. Toolkit, we have the original cloth. Look at that. You can't buy that anymore. You can only buy reproduction parts. So that's super cool. And then if you come inside, we have beige leather, but Alpina beige leather. So we have Alpina embroidery here on the seats as well. And the interior is in really, really nice shape. I love the steering wheel. I love the fact that Alpina actually made the steering wheel smaller, because I always thought, if you remember on Project Dubai, I actually changed the steering wheel because it was too big. A lot of people complained. I installed the E39 facelift steering wheel, but look at this. This one does feel smaller than the original E38 steering wheel. Beautiful Alpina gauges. I mean, all of their cars are super special, but this one, from the entire very rich Alpina history, I think this is the car that I would pick. E38 6-liter 12-cylinder engine. Because E38, it's, for me and for many, the best looking four-door sedan. Alongside E39 M5, but maybe this even has advantage over E39 M5. Because this is such a good looking car. Even the cup holders work. Headliner is still in good shape. This is amazing. I'm in love already. I think I'm gonna buy it. But you should see what's going through my head right now. Alpina B12, man. You're not dreaming. Just remember, you're not dreaming. You are, however, standing in the middle of the field, surrounded by geese shit, next to a muddy river, wearing a green-blue coat, 2 hats, and a steering wheel cover, because you can't remember where you put your hat, and drinking imaginary coffee. No, the coffee is real. What are we discussing here? Alpina B12, more projects. The question is, can I really do more projects? I already have 2,674 of them. You know everyone is gonna be like, oh, why more projects and not finishing the old ones? Just stepped some duck shit. Great. But I think they'll understand. It's Alpina B12, the 6-liter one. It is as rare as it gets. Facelift. How can they be mad? They're always too expensive, never within my reach. And this one is. When is another one gonna come up like that? When? You gotta do it. Once in a lifetime opportunity. They'll understand. They're a very good audience. They are the best audience. Let's do it. Let's fucking do it. Alpina stickers. You can see here approvals for the tires for this car. Michelin Pilot. Not 2, 3, 4, 5. Just Pilot. The very first one, I guess. That's how old this car is. We don't have cocaine tables in the back, which is a shame. It's always a good option to have. But it's very clean, man. Ooh, heated rear seats. My wife will like that. The command center, don't have that. Original first aid kit, expired in 2009. Sounds about right. Because this car has been off the road, at least what Fabian told me, for about 10 years. I mean, last oil change, 2011, so probably even more.
Last year, they drove it here. And yeah, we should repair it, but it's a lot of work.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for emailing me, man. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm really, really excited. I barely slept last night. It's B12. Man, this is the holy grail E38. This is the one. It's not the 5.7, but the 6-liter.
Yeah, right,
it's, oh, crap. Oxford green is a beautiful color. Today is a bit gloomy, so you can't see it properly, but there's plenty of time for that. Let's start the magnificent V12. That starter sound. Starts up really, really smooth. I don't know if it's running on petrol or LPG now. Okay, I can hear something in the front rattling. That's the stupid air pumps for the secondary air system. But other than that, it sounds really smooth. Sounds good. Yeah, we can take it inside now. So we're gonna drive it inside, put it on the lift, see how it is from underneath, because this is a Deutsche Fahrzeug. And I don't mean as made in Germany, I mean driven in Germany, which means there's a high potential of rust underneath. Is it now running on petrol or LPG?
Petrol, yeah.
Petrol, okay.
In an era where BMW M5 with 2.4 tons is a thing that sounds like a cow getting its ass probed, and where the new 7 Series looks like a thing that came out of the cow's ass, this timeless masterpiece looks, sounds, and feels right from every angle and every end.
Up it goes. This is a really nice lift. I like it. Ooh, so far, no rust. Ah, yeah, I forgot the E38 has a metal fuel tank, which has a bit of a dent here, and it's starting to rust. Not a big deal, though. So here we are underneath of the B12, and this is what I was afraid of. Hack jobbery has taken place here. So they drilled into the spare wheel well to run the cables and whatever else. There's something there as well. That there, that's part of the self-leveling in the back. But so far as rust goes, it looks pretty decent. Upper control arms, shocks, it has self-leveling in the back, that's not leaking, it looks quite okay. Subframe a little bit rusty. Ooh, that clamp is really rusty, the diff as well. But the main thing that I'm concerned about is the rust on the chassis, and so far it looks really good. So I don't think this car was driven that much in winter, if at all. So the left rear shock is leaking, and this car has self-leveling in the back. I don't even know if that's available from BMW, but they can be rebuilt, so that's the good news. So it has Alpina specific exhaust, and if you compare like this here with Project Hovde, this looks mint. It looks beautiful, no rust. I can't see the jacking points, a little bit there. There's, oh, that's a rusty brake line actually. That's gonna have to be fixed for tooth. But the floor looks in really good condition. We have the 5-speed automatic transmission, same one that Project Dubai had, but this one has Alpina specific software on it, so it's gonna work a lot better. So it still has all of the covers and stuff. Oh, that looks great. Big calipers, I don't know if it has stock 750 calipers or Alpina use bigger ones. I gotta check that. Suspension looks mainly stock. Struts are not leaking. It has EDC shocks, which is really cool. I really like that. If you remember, someone deleted that on Project Dubai. We have a leak from a power steering pump, but most likely power steering line. It's coming from the top over there somewhere. I'm not gonna take apart anything right now. Rusty drain plug? Yeah, that hasn't been off in 10 plus years. So far what I'm seeing, I like it. It looks really good. So it also has different cats. Alpina specific, so higher flowing exhaust. That's about as far as we can see underneath of the car. Again, just deleting this stupid LPG system, man. We'd have to replace the entire wheel well to get this done right. It's such a shame they did that. That looks poorly done, I gotta say. That doesn't look nice at all. So E38, for some stupid reason, has a metal fuel tank. And as you can see, this part here has a dent and it's starting to rust. It almost looks like it's been patched, if I'm being honest. So there's that. I mean, it's nothing serious, but it's something to keep in mind. Yeah, the seals look really good. Really good. So despite being a German car, it doesn't have rust. Nothing that I would qualify as bad. Well, just spotted first bit of rust on the body. You see there in the corner of the rear right door. It's not there as well. A little bit starting. Lots of swirls and scratches. You can see it's been painted. You can see that there. That's a dust speck. See that? That means it's been painted. You won't get that with factory paint. So I'm not sure if the entire car has been painted because the front wings, fenders look original. Bumper, I would say, looks original as well. Lots of rock chips and stuff. Original fog lights. In decent shape. Let's see this side. And then you can see, yeah, rust bubbling there on the bottom of the doors. Here you can see some stuff happening as well on the edge. So yeah, overall I'm quite happy. I think we're gonna lower the car now. Oh, he's bringing in the books. Yep. It looks quite good underneath. Yeah. Except for the LPG stuff in the back, but yeah, what are you gonna do? It makes no sense.
No.
It's
absolutely no. But there's a bill about, 10, 12,000 euros.
To install? Really? Holy crap.
It's,
so tooth certified and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta do that.
Einzelanfertigung.
Probably the only Alpina with LPG. These pictures are actually found online. You can find them on Alpina archives because this is number 24. So this is the original registration paper, tooth documents. LPG. When was it done? In 2007. So he didn't drive that much with LPG. So you said something with the engine was done, or? So he has the service book as well.
AT-Motor, unser Austauschmotor, eingebaut, 31.05.2005, inklusive Ölwechsel, Oil Change.
Yeah,
bei
83,495. So replacement engine in 2005. Rüsselsheim. So Niederlassung. So you had a fresh engine in 2005.
Yep.
Interesting.
Why? I don't know.
Good question, yeah. I mean, I'm not aware of any big problems with these engines, but yeah, this is really rich history, man.
Tried it last year for 16 kilometers or so with red plates. It drives, but you feel the vibrations. You cannot do only 70 kilometers per hour because the tires so
Too
dead.
old. Oh yeah, I can see that they're from 2009.
Big jump. Unbelievable. 17, the steering wheel breaks.
No way. Look at this. It had an oil change done. I'm not gonna show his name, but oil change done at Mr. Wash, which is like the cheapest possible place. It's like Jiffy Lube in America. Mr. Wash, 25 euros. Alpina B12 with Mr. Wash. Kid you? Fantastic. This is a car for me. Brilliant. Yeah, if you had an Alpina collector here, he would be running for the hills right about now. But this is amazing. I like it. So what do we have here? Oh, Alpina key for the rims. This is for the radio. Look at this. Come to be. So this is the book from Alpina. It's in Deutsch, of course. You have a letter here from Burkhard Bovensippen. Fortunately, we lost him last year. Very sad, but what the man did with Alpina is astonishing. You can see approval for the tires, how to check the tire pressure and stuff. All right, I guess we can lower it. And then I can just take a quick look underneath of the engine.
Have you seen the rust in the trunk?
Yeah, this is when you lift on the bottom, right?
No, on the left side.
I didn't see, no. The typical spot where E38s rust, even Project Dubai, despite being from Japan and Dubai, had a bit of rust here. So here, if you lift this rubber, yeah, you can see that there. There's the rust. It's not bad, so this needs to be cleaned up, treated so it doesn't spread. But this is where moisture collects, you can see. So you get a bit of rust here. But which rust were you talking about?
Here.
Oh, okay, that I didn't see.
I believe it maybe had an accident.
Huh. The cloth thickens. Yeah, that's bad rust, man. But this doesn't look like it's been...
Replaced, no?
No, unless they replaced the whole thing.
Maybe underneath the rubber.
But this is kind of serious, I guess.
Oh, it looks...
It looks fine. You know what? I think that part there has been painted. If you compare it to here, you can see how the finish is matte.
Yeah, you're right.
This one is matte and this one is all glossy. This has clear coat on it.
Definitely, yeah.
So this side here has been something happen here. And you can see a paint line here from the tape. So this entire section has been painted here. Something happened here. An accident. Unfall. So yeah, something happened in this corner of the car.
Yeah, that corner was expertly put back together after an accident occurred. More on that later.
Ah, beautiful.
So German.
Lackschdicken. Messgerät. Just make everything one word. 169. 120 to 140 is normally original paint. 258 is definitely repainted. So let's see if you have Bondo somewhere. 350. 311. 400, so something happened here. This door, repainted. 462. 969. There's a bit of Bondo here. 166. 150. So maybe the roof is original paint, I'm not so sure. Hood is 150. 137, so the front fenders are 120. Original paint, like I said in the beginning. Yeah, this one is original paint as well. This door, 140. Original paint, 200. 213. 347, so this has been painted. So not a lot of original paint left here. Again, not great for an Alpina collector, but great for me. So it's been pretty much completely repainted apart from the hood maybe and the left fender. This here is of course the concern for me, but you can see a paint line over there, but that can be wet sanded a little bit. And then of course that rust needs to be fixed. And we need to really remove everything in this area to see what's going on there. So if you look at the right side, you can see how it's matte. This is factory finish. And then if you come here, you can see how it becomes kind of glossy. So that's where they painted. You can see that this part here has clear coat. Lack. And that means this entire area has been repainted. We need to remove this trim here and look inside. Ooh, it has double glazing as well. Really good for the noise on the Autobahn, but it does have the stupid sunroof. It is what it is. Beggars can't be choosers. So the engine is actually based on the M73 engine. So the one that we put in Project Marseille, E31. But Alpina hot dogged this engine. So different cams, intakes, ported heads, different pistons, stroked, bored out, and of course different tune, map, different exhausts. I don't know about the headers. I think the headers, you can't really see. Maybe they changed the headers as well. And they got 430 horsepower out of this unit. Stock is 326 and 600 Newton meters of torque. But here's the fun bit. This car has 500 Newton meters at only 1,700 RPM. Nuts. My only concern is how did they install this, you know? Did they maybe take this off and then drill? Or did they drill with this on the engine? If they did, then maybe there's metal shavings in the engine. And then you get scored cylinders.
No, it's glued.
No, it's glued.
It's glued.
So that's kind of shitty work there. Yeah, for a lot of money, they drilled and then they used RTV to seal it, which is fascinating.
Parted away.
Honestly, I don't think they did. I think chances for that are really, really small. Because, I mean, if you're going to drill, how are you going to stop metal shavings from going into the engine?
Yeah.
And even if you get a little bit of aluminum shavings, this block is going to be gone because it's an alu seal.
Yeah.
It's not cast iron. So there are a lot of ifs with this car.
Autohaus Kunz is the largest Alpina dealer in Europe and second largest in the world. They have an astonishing collection of cars and the best showroom I've seen in a BMW dealership. Guys have been awesome throughout the process, and this place is definitely worth a visit if you're in the area or passing by or looking to buy a car.
That's a Z1 Alpina. That is uber rare. It's rare as it is, but Alpina Z1. Wow. Ooh, E60 M5. Don't mind if I do. E30 M3. Beautiful car. Macau blue, is it? Looks really nice. E34 M5. Oh, but this is Zonda model. 20 Jahre BMW Motorsport. 3.8. 635. Oh no, is this the M6? It is. M635 CSI. 49,000 kilometers. Beautiful. And the E60 M5. It's called Citroen Schwarz Metallic. It has a little bit of like reddish flake to it. It's really cool color. I like it. Beautiful interior as well. This car is brand new, man. 16,000 kilometers. It is brand new. Clown shoe. Another Z1 Alpina. What in the schnitzel? I'm a proud Alpina B12 owner now.
Yeah.
Well, I still need to transfer the money, but probably the worst one in existence. But that's perfect. That's exactly what I need and want.
Okay.
Deal. I have a piece of paper here that proves that I'm the owner of probably the shittiest B12 6.0 Alpina. And I'm very excited. I can't believe I finally own this car. This is so cool. I can't wait to drive it, man. I really cannot wait. I mean, I was so excited that I probably skipped several things. I mean, there's a bit of oxidation here on the mirror. Typically 38 clunkiness in the mirror. But you know what? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's still an Alpina. Fabian, thank you again so much. Thank you so much for emailing me. I'm really happy that I got this car. It needs gold stripes. Look at me in my Alpina V12. EDC shocks, sport EDC. That beautiful E38 smell. Such a nice car inside. I like the beige interior. Not a lot of people do, but listen to this. The Volt. Neglected Alpina B12. I think I mentioned B12 300 million times so far. But it's a B12. B6 3.5. Oh my lord.
M30.
Oh, 3.5. M30. That's the big 6. 219 made. 6.6 seconds. Ha! Back in the 80s in this thing. It's a rocket, man. It's a nice condition, no? Is it for sale? No. Makes sense. And the 745i, the turbo one. That's a really cool car as well. This was the fastest 7 Series back in the day. Really nice condition, like mint.
Well, that's a nice place to round up the first chapter of many. Join me in part 2, where we unearth unexpectedly expected problems of this dream car.
No, I see something there. Oh, my thigh. Oh, that hurts. Sorry about that. I'm not crazy, I'm just...
We know you.
Things I do for the video.